Hey everybody, we're going to do a little lesson about clouds. So, to start off, we're going to read a book, Clouds. I'm going to make this bigger so you can see a little bit more, okay? So we're going to read Clouds. I have a few pages up top marked there because I want to come back to those at the end of the book. But I'm just going to read straight through it all the way first. So, look up at the sky. Do you see white or gray shapes moving across it? Those are clouds. Most clouds are too far away to feel. You can only look at them. But there's one kind of cloud you can feel standing on the ground. That is fog. It's the lowest kind of cloud. Ooh, this is hard. It's all backwards. You can learn a lot from looking at clouds. The shape of clouds and whether they are dark or bright can tell you how high they are and what kind of weather they will bring. All clouds are made of water and particles of dust, too small to see. See if a little bit of light makes those pictures a little easier to see. The highest clouds are 6 to 9 kilometers up in the sky. That is 3 to 4 miles high. It's so cold up there that all the water in those clouds freezes and becomes tiny crystals of ice. There are 3 kinds of clouds up high in the atmosphere: Cirrus Clouds, Cirrostratus Clouds, and Cirrocumulus Clouds. The beginning of a cloud's name tells how high up it is. The next part tells what shape it is. There we go. I'll figure this out. Cirrus clouds are hardly there. They look like wispy white feathers trailing across the blue sky. They mean sunny weather with no rain. They are far apart and let the sun shine on the earth. Cirrostratus clouds can cover the whole sky. They tell you that it may rain or snow in 12 to 24 hours. Stratus means that clouds are flat and spread out like a blanket. Small puffy white clouds scattered across the entire sky are called cirrocumulus clouds. Cumulus means that the cloud is rounded instead of flat. Cirrocumulus clouds can mean it's going to get colder. Clouds in the middle layer of Earth's atmosphere are 2 to 6 kilometers away. There are 2 kinds, Altostratus and Altocumulus clouds. Many Altostratus and Altocumulus clouds are part water and part ice.
Hey, Dada.
Only some of the water freezes in the middle of these clouds because the atmosphere closer to Earth is warmer. Sorry about that. Altostratus clouds are gray-blue and streaky and cover the sky. They tell you it could rain that night or the next day. Altocumulus clouds look like ocean waves, puffy, white, and gray. If you see them on hot, humid days, a thunderstorm will probably come. Low clouds are only about 3.2 kilometers above the Earth. That's about 2 miles. They are called Cumulus Stratus, Stratocumulus, Nimbostratus, and Cumulonimbus clouds. Cumulus clouds look like white fluffs of cotton. They may pile high up, like mountains in the sky. They are most often seen on bright and sunny days. Stratus clouds are gray and cover the whole sky. They usually mean rain, but not too much. Stratocumulus clouds are gray and look like a row of fuzzy lumps hanging low in the sky. Rain doesn't fall from these clouds. Nimbostratus and Cumulonimbus clouds both tell you that there will be very wet or even stormy weather. Nimbo, or nimbus, in a cloud's name means it's a storm cloud. Nimbostratus clouds are dark gray and ragged looking at the bottom. Rain or snow falls steadily from them. The scariest clouds are Cumulonimbus clouds. If you are standing under them, they will look like dark gray instead of white. Sometimes they almost look black. They seem to swell as they climb higher and higher into the sky. If you see Cumulonimbus clouds in the sky, you should run inside as fast as you can. They mean a thunderstorm is coming, and thunderstorms can be dangerous. Sometimes balls of ice, called hail, fall from Cumulonimbus clouds. Sometimes dangerous funnel-shaped tunnels of wind, called tornadoes, grow out of them. If there were no clouds, Earth would be a very different place. Clouds are important to everything that lives and grows here. They bring the rain all the plants and animals need. If there were no clouds, there would be no rain. Nothing could live. If there were no clouds to hide the sun, the earth would become very hot during the day and very cold during the night. The temperature change would be too much for most plants and animals to live or grow. Sometimes you see more than one kind of cloud in different parts of the sky at the same time. That's because the wind is blowing away some clouds and bringing in new ones. This means the weather will change. Now that you know which clouds bring rain or snow, which bring storms, and which bring sunny weather, you can tell in advance what change will be. That's what scientists called meteorologists do. More than half of the earth is always covered with clouds, even though you may not see any where you live. But somewhere else on earth, someone else is looking at clouds in the sky above. Okay, so I'm going to minimize me now. Goodbye. And then we're going to click onto this next slide here. We're going to go back and we're going to reread a couple of those pages about those different kinds of clouds. And I'll just flip back to the first one that I have marked in the book here. Okay, on this first page we were talking about cirrus clouds. So those are these clouds right over here, cirrus. Cirrus clouds are hardly there. They look like wispy feathers trailing across the blue sky. So we're going to put two different things into these boxes. First off, I want to write what they look like. So cirrus clouds look like wispy feathers in the sky. The second thing I want to write in here is what weather these will generally bring. So they mean sunny weather with no rain. So if we were to type into this box, sunny weather. And I don't want those underlines, so I'm just going to click off of that, and there we go. So cirrus clouds mean wispy feathers in the sky, and they will usually mean sunny weather. So if you look over here, and I'm kind of in the way of that one, so I'll just scooch out of the way a little bit. Which of those looks like wispy feathers? Okay, if you're pointing at this one right here, you're right. So I'm going to move this one here into the box for cirrus clouds. And then I'll move myself right into that open space now. Okay, So this is what cirrus clouds look like. They're just like those wisps in the sky that you can tell there's a cloud there, but it's not necessarily anything too crazy. Okay, let's flip to the next page I have marked. Here. Cumulus clouds, so cumulus are these ones right over on the side here. Cumulus clouds look like white fluffs of cotton. They might pile up high, like mountains in the sky. They are most often seen on bright and sunny days. Okay, so if we're going to write those two things again, cumulus clouds look like white puffs of cotton. So white puffs of cotton. And they are usually seen, it said, on bright and sunny days. So these clouds are usually seen on sunny days as well. Now, of the two we have left, here and down there, which of those look like big white puffs of cotton? Hopefully you're pointing at this picture on the top here. We'll bring that down into there. Okay, which leaves us one more, the Stratus Cloud. Okay, and let's flip to my last page I marked here in the book. Stratus clouds are gray and cover the whole sky. So gray and cover the whole sky. They usually mean rain. Usually mean rain. Now, tough choice here. Which of these clouds over here do you think are the stratus clouds that look like a blanket of gray covering the whole sky? Hopefully you're pointing at the only cloud that's sitting there. We'll move that down into there. Okay, so we have the cumulus clouds are the big puffs of white. The stratus clouds are the gray blankets that cover the whole sky. And the cirrus clouds are the wispy ones. Okay, I am going to have a Google form for you to fill out that will be several multiple choice questions where you've got to look at a type of cloud and tell me, is it cumulus, is it stratus, or is it cirrus? If you have any questions on that, you can always rewatch this video, re-listen to the book, or just reference back to this chart, which I will probably put somewhere in that document as well, so you can reference back to it right there. Other than that, if you have questions that those don't answer, feel free to reach out to me.